Hi guys, so I wanted to share with you a funny story. So this one is going to be about something that I did on my phone when I was in school. Okay, so for those of you guys, I don't know how many of you guys have heard of the mosquito ringtone where it's like a very high pitch ringtone. It sounds like the ringing sound that you hear in your ear. And only people like over 30 supposedly can't hear it. So basically, a lot of kids would use it to text in class because the teacher wouldn't hear it. So I remember, okay, so a friend of mine had actually sent it to me. And we were talking about it. And she said, "Yeah, this is a ringtone like people over 30 can't hear it." So my brother, he heard me playing it and he said, "Oh, you can hear that?" And I said, "Yeah, I can hear that." So I had this idea that I was going to go into school and go into each of my classes and play it for all my teachers to see what their reaction is, to see if they can hear it, to see what the kids' reactions would be. Okay, so what I did was I just went into my inbox and I played it because my friend sent it to me, so I still had it on my phone. I wasn't texting. I just I just went in to play it. Okay, so I went into my one class, my science class, and my teacher, I played it, and the teacher didn't get mad, but all of a sudden, she just heard a lot of the students were going, "Stop that! Stop doing that!" And she was like, What's going on? I don't hear anything." And they told, the students told the teacher that I was having my phone play this mosquito ringtone that older people can't hear. And then we were all like, once they told her that, we were all laughing, and like we kind of we went off topic for like a few minutes, and the teacher was like, "Oh, were you doing that just to see how old we are?" And we were all like cracking up and we were laughing about it. And my one friend was in my class, so it wasn't the one who sent me the ringtone, it was a different girl. But we were talking on AIM because I used AIM back then. I used it a little bit. And I asked her, I said, "Did you hear me doing that buzzing noise thing in science?" And she said, "Yeah, it was loud." And we were talking about that. So, and then a few minutes later, the teacher had got back on topic, and we moved on from that. And the kids were talking about something else. And the teacher said, "Is she doing that buzzing thing again?" And they said, No, she's not." And I forget what happened, but like they were talking about something else. So then I went into some of my other classes, and so I went into my history class later on in the day and I did it. And this is like the funny part of the story. This is where you guys are going to be like cracking up. So I did this. I'm already cracking up. I haven't even finished telling you guys the story. So I go in to my history class. I open it up and I play it again. And in my history class, I had a lot of young teachers that one year. It was my junior year of high school. I had a lot of like young teachers that were in like their 20s, 30s, maybe some 40s, but I had young teachers, but yeah. So I play this ringtone, and my teacher, the main teacher, because I had like inclusion teachers as well. So the main teacher goes, "Turn it off." He's like, "I know that mosquito ringtone. I've heard it before. They say older people can't hear it," whatever he said. So I turned it off, but I was like laughing about it. So I had the inclusion teacher. She and I had gone out of the room because sometimes when I would go take tests, she would take me into her room to take them because it took me a little bit longer, and just so that there wouldn't be any distraction. So she took me into another room. And so I told her, I was like cracking up, and I said, "Oh, that noise with the phone, that was me doing that." And I admitted it. I admitted that it was me who did that. And she said, "Oh, was it an accident or?" And I said, "No, I made my phone do that because, I had that, there's this, there's this ringtone that is like a very high pitched beeping sound. That's that mosquito ringtone, and a lot of people over 30 can't hear it, and my other teachers are older, so they can't hear it. So I explained that to her, and she said, well, you shouldn't do that because, we're young, so we can. So, yeah, that was silly. That was all stupid on my part because my teachers, they were in their 20s. So they were able to hear it just fine. So, yeah, that was like, so that means like when I'm over 30, I'm not going to be able to hear that anymore. Oh, well. Okay, so, yeah, that was my funny story. So, guys know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. All right, bye, guys.